Morning, everyone. It is a nice, crisp, cold day down here at the farm. Quick update too, by the way, timeline. Sorry, a couple weeks ago we missed uploading a video. I just didn't have a lot of stuff finished. Work was pretty busy, so I wasn't able to get things done. We're ending the quarter, and that's kind of how we are at work, so quarters get busy. So sorry about that, but as you can hear Herbert, we'll wait on him. There we go. Okay, so anyway, but we're back. In fact, this video is actually going to be 1 week old. Right now, it is March the 14th. So we should be getting fairly caught up. So we did have some unexpected heavy rain, and I believe our bridge has washed out, but not as bad as it had the previous time. We just don't have the backhoe done yet, so we're not able to clean it out as well. So we're gonna go down here and see if there's something that I can do to get down in here and possibly get this cleaned out. So as you can see, it has washed out, but it's not as deep. We still have a lot of this concrete that's in place, which I'm glad we have that. And we actually have some more crushed up brick that a local church destroyed, like a little area they had their dumpster in. So we're actually going to give that to us. So we're going to come and we're going to dump a lot of that in here too, to kind of fill in, because it seems like that's really holding and staying well. But you can see some of what happened right here. A tire and a big tree branch, well, that's not really a branch, it's like a trunk, floated down, because in this creek they floated down and they blocked off our area here where we're able to let things drain. The problem is this. This creek right here is on the map, but we and my neighbor back behind me are like the only two people that do anything with this creek, that maintain it or anything like that. The properties on other sides of us, people own it, they won't sell the property, but the big thing is they don't maintain their creek. So that's when you get junk like this tire coming down through the creek, and then me and my neighbor, we have to deal with this stuff. In fact, he just called me the other day and said, "Hey, is your bridge washed out?" And I said, "Well, it had before." I said, "I don't know if it's still washed out as bad as it had been." I said, "We're going to take a look and see." And it's not as bad as it was, I will say that. That's a good thing. But the biggest thing is, like, I really wish the other people would maintain the creek, on the part of the creek on their property, because it would make it so much easier to keep this clean. But I digress. One other thing I've just noticed, and I'm gonna try to get a shot of it. I don't know, I may have to zoom in, but we had a big tree that was in the back of the field that we were horrified of that it was gonna fall, because it was dead, rotted. We just had a feeling that it was gonna fall and hurt somebody. Well, I don't know if you can see it right there, but it has fallen. Big old massive tree. It may have broken the fence, it may have done some damage. I'm gonna be honest with you though, I'm okay with that, because I'm glad that it fell and no one got hurt and anything there, because we were afraid we were going to be cutting around it with a tractor one day and then just hear some cracking and popping and you wouldn't be able to get out of the way. So I'm glad that it fell when it did. Nobody around, nobody hurt, because I've already talked to my neighbor outside of this too, and they're fine. There's no issue there. So it's falling on my property. I'm good with that. Even if it broke my fence, I don't care, because I'm glad nobody got hurt. That's the big thing. So we'll deal with that once we're able to get this bridge problem fixed, so we can get back there to access it with some chainsaws and just start cutting it up little by little to make some paths to get back there. I'm gonna see, I've got some things that I might be able to use. I think I can get down in here. This is fairly stable for right now, honestly. I think I can step down in there. I've got a claw that's used for picking up logs, and I think honestly I might be able to take and put it down in there and hook the tractor to it and use a chain and use it like a big claw machine. So I'm gonna go get everything together and see if we can get that going. So we had a random cold snap. It's like 32 degrees here right now in North Alabama. So And like yesterday it was 70s, like 75. So it felt really good. But I'm gonna go over here and fire up the heater and see if I can warm my hands up a little bit before I get started with a lot of this and find some good gloves. 3, 4, 5, 6. Found a chain. Let's go see if we can do a little bit of damage to the damage that has been clogging up the creek. It'll work. You may be asking why I'm not using the tractor for this. Cows. Probably could be, but I want to see if I can get this tire out of the way first. Dad is supposed to be down here in just a little while. They had a prayer breakfast this morning at their church. So I want to see if I can get this tire out of the way, and if I can, I think it'll free up a little bit of water and maybe wash some of this other stuff out. It's not going to wash that big tree trunk out, but we'll see if we can get it with a tractor. But I want to see if I can just get this tire out of the way and see if it does any major relief for this thing, and we'll kind of go from there. I just want to see if I can get that done. Got the tire. And when I moved a couple of these little branches, you may not have seen it, but that big log or trunk actually shifted a good bit. So I'm gonna see, we might be able to use that grabber and just pull it across. I don't really know, but we'll see what happens. So let me go grab that, bring it over here. That was a big log. I'm glad it's out, but problem still remains. As you can see, we got that out. But the issue I thought was that big log. Turns out it's another smallish log right behind it. So I'm going to see if I can get in there with something and try to hook that and pull it out. So as you can see, we did do a good bit of good. You can see kind of over in there that it's flowing a little better, but it's hard to tell. But right there where that little crest is, there's a log laying sideways in there. I couldn't get to it with just the tractor and just me. But Dad is here now. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to get back down in here and see if I can position that claw and him hold some tension on the chain to see if we could maybe grab that log and just pick it up or move it. If I can just turn it sideways in the creek right here, I think it should shuttle on through onto the other side, and that'll let a lot more water start to wash out and everything, because right now it's just being held by that one crest. So if we can pull that log out, I think it'll help tremendously. Not a good way to film this, so I'm just gonna basically try to drop that down, hook the log, and he's gonna try to pull it out. So.
ain't gonna be warm.
Grab these small ones, so just start pulling through.
Well, okay.
Like this one right here?
Yeah.
You're okay? I know, I'm cold.
That's that piece there, isn't it? No, son.
Can you,
Yeah, pitch that up here. Reckon I ought to walk upstream and see where that's going? Or you think it goes off the side?
I know it was laying over in the woods because this is what we used to water the trough in the
Well,
back.
you think it goes way on out there that I need to unhook it somewhere? Okay. Well, if you can pull it, we might can pull it down the creek and get it out of here, because it's going to cause nothing but trouble.
I know, but I don't think I can pull all this.
Well, hand me that piece.
It's too far.
Yeah, I know. This must have been a 200-footer or something.
All the purple ones that I bought were 200s.
That's the end still on that one.
Okay, well, we got it cleaned out. Not perfectly, but for the most part. So, hopefully it'll stand up against the next rain.
Got a new cable here because this cable was broken, so we got a new one. Need a knife. I don't have a knife here. Cut this. This has just been taped on here. I'm gonna cut that tape off and get that off of there.
Even comes with a zip tie.
Oh, really?
Instead of the tape, yeah.
Okay.
I'll put a link down in the description also to this replacement that we bought for this AgriFab. I think it's pretty much universal, I believe, because I think it fits a lot of stuff. But as you can see, here I come around where you can see the ends. It's got a little throttle thing here, but the other one has some sort of a mechanism like that on there too, and it's got the same little end with the little plastic piece. So I think this is just universal, but I'll put a link in the description to it. We got it on Amazon. So.
Will that adjust, or is that, or maybe it don't need to? Maybe just. Oh, okay. That's all the way out. That's all the way. Okay. Yeah, I think we can make that work. Okay. I believe this will work with what we need. Easy on this plastic, that'll let it bust.
What if we did it like this?
It might do okay, but
Instead.
I worry about that busting.
I know that's why if we use a dead blow, maybe we could just tap it onto the thing.
Not sure if it wants to go through there. It don't. We're gonna have to get a drill bit and drill that hole out just a little bit, because this shaft right here is a little bit bigger than this hole right here. I don't know. Oh, there's one on that
Goes
side.
on the outside here.
On this side, okay. All right. Now we got to.
How this works here?
All right. Now we've got to put.
I got to go more.
Okay.
It's got to go a lot more.
Well, we'll go that way a little bit. Look outside there and see if that cotter pin. Is there not any room to slide it out? Okay. Well, so that's about right. But this has got to go in there. So we got to pick this up and get it in there. You're gonna have to. I can't. My arms won't let me do that, Jeremy. Let me let you do it. I don't have enough hands here. I don't know if this will work or not, guys. I just gonna show you what we had to do. I had to turn the camera off because I was really getting annoyed, to be honest with you. This little plastic piece won't slide off, so I put a hose clamp right here to hold it, and one on this side too to hold this side. So we got a little hose clamp holding both sides, and now it should work. So we should be able to just turn this, and we got the cedar working. And I don't know if I need to lubricate that or not. I mean, this don't have any oil in it, but I don't know. It don't have oil in it. The other gear did have oil in it, but we'll just have to go slow. We don't need to go fast with this thing because it's not designed for fast speed, and the gear in here probably break if we try to go real fast using it. Hopefully it'll hold together like this. We'll just see what happens. So all we're gonna do now is get the
We're gonna
handle
mount the
back
little
on.
cable. We'll probably have to mount it a little bit differently than they had it, but we'll
see. Let's try to do that now. I've never seen it like this. This is really annoying. Okay. I can't get it to break. They put a grade 8 1/8 size bolt here right here so that it holds this plastic on it. They don't want it to fall off. It needs a grade 8 because that's what it takes. But
GoPro stop recording.
we got that bolt off there off camera. I ended up taking a pair of vice grips and just grabbing it and breaking it off because it was a nightmare. Wasn't no fun. Anyway, don't tighten it too much. It's plastic. All right. That work? All right, I believe we got it together. Now we are ready to use it and put grass in the yard. So we're gonna try to do that now. To let y'all know, our seed spreader didn't even make it to the field. It's come all the pieces, houses off of it. It's a $21 seed spreader part, and I guess it's worth $21. We got to put it together, that's all we did. So anyway, we're going to spread seed by hand right now.